So welcome back to BR Knowledge Center. Now we'll see this security manager in CLR. So as part of the CLR, we have seen different components like CLI, CLS, CTS, and garbage collector, exception handling. Now security manager. What is the security manager role inside of CLR? So security manager basically restrict unauthorized and unauthenticated request to access the data from servers. So we have a code access security in .NET CLR, right, which basically provides security and maintains the right restrictions and rules to protect the data and resources to access from this server. So this code access security in .NET, right, the CLR component mechanism, right, for maintaining the security based on the identity of code. So to provide a code, they should make sure that identity is same, which basically looks for our application. Most developers don't have to work with code access security on daily basis because .NET Framework library take care of much of the work. No need to write a separate code for securing your code. For example, if you have a smart client, right, that runs over Internet Explorer, you will need to consider what permissions your application requires. And you're going to configure policy, right? Based on that, your code is going to be run the client machine. Suppose that your application defined a custom permission for a scenario not already covered by your permissions that ship .NET. Here, again, you need to understand the CAS rules. Okay. So when I talk about this CAS, code access security, right, is the .NET CLR mechanism. .NET CLR mechanism. Code access security is the .NET CLR mechanism for maintaining security based on the identity of code. So we don't need to worry about this because .NET is going to take care of it, but sometimes we want to expose any policies or authentication process or second level of kind of authentication authorization. You need to write your own security frameworks. But by default, the .NET is going to take care of your the securing of code. So there are some built-in functions in the CAS policy, right? And those are like permissions, permission set, code group, evidence, and security policy. So CAS is built on the following elements, among other. One is permissions, permission set, code group, evidence, security policy. So these are the 5 elements inside of security manager, that is CAS. Permissions is nothing but, right? These are the basic rights needed to access protected secured code, right? Or execute a protected operation, right? So these are basic rights needed to access a protected resource. Okay, coming to the permission set, this is a set of permissions such full trust, nothing, internet, local internet, and like that. So this contains, right? This is a set of permissions like full trust, nothing, on internet, and local intranet, like that. Okay. So based on this permission set, it is going to allow to access the resource. Coming to the evidence, this is assembly related information such as application directory, publisher, URL, and security chart. Okay. So this code group basically different. Evidence is talking about this is assembly level, assembly related information, assembly related information such as application directory, URL, right? Publisher and security zone, etc. And coming to this code group, this is different, like logical grouping of code with the specific condition for membership, such as intranet zone and internet zone, right? This is grouping of code with a specified condition for membership, such as local intranet zone, right? And internet zone. Okay. And the last one is security policy. This is a set of rules configured by an administrator to determine the permissions granted for a code expressed hierarchically at 4 levels as enterprise, a machine, user, application domain. So this is set of rules configured by an administrator. Okay, to determine the permissions granted for a code at 4 levels, right? That is enterprise, machine level, user level, and application domain. These are the 4 levels it is going to define in security policy. Okay, so this is something you need to just get the information, but no need to use it because CLR will take care of it, securing of your code. But you must understand what is CAS, code access security. It is on top of .NET CLR for maintaining securing of your code based on the identity of code. And it has some built-in elements, permission set, and code group and evidence and security policy. And based on that, it is going to provide security for your identity of a code. Okay, this is something about the definition and the brief information about security manager inside of CLR. So how the CLR is going to protect the code means using these particular elements, it is going to protect your code. So as I mentioned, if you have a smart client application that runs over specific browser, you'll need to consider what permissions your application requires and how you are going to configure that policy, right? Suppose your application defined a custom permission for a scenario not already covered by a permissions that shipped with .NET, then you have to write your own framework. Okay, so thanks for listening to this video and please subscribe this channel for more videos. Thank you.